kicking off our little seasonal roundup of sweet fortified wines is a wine at only £9.95 from the Wine Society for a full 75cl bottle, so it's not expensive. This is the Ermelinda Freitas Muscatel de Setúbal, or Stubble as they pronounce it in Portugal. It's a fortified muscat wine, so a little like a port in the way it's made, 17.5% alcohol, but much more floral and lighter, and as you can see, a kind of golden colour for this one. On the nose, a lovely kind of barley sugar and butterscotch here, but also quite a distinct kind of vivid orange and those floral notes from the Muscat grape. Muscat, one of the most aromatic varieties. Then on the palate, well, it's fully sweet, this, with over 140 grams per litre of sugar, but it also has a kind of lightly toffeed note and very good acidity that makes it medium-bodied, not heavy, and luscious enough for any kind of orange-based desserts. If you have one of those Christmas puddings with an orange in the middle, this could be a cracker with it, but light enough to maybe have with trifle or something like that too. This is the Ermelinda Freitas Muscatel de Stubble, for sale in the Wine Society at £9.95 for a full bottle. Wine number 1. Wine number 2 of my Christmas fortified wine roundup is a little bit different. It's a vermouth. This is the Barbadillo Ataman vermouth, or original vermouth, selling for about £15 from Wadebridge Wines, but quite a lot of people stock this. There's going to be a full list at the end of the video of all the stockists that I know of. So vermouth, based on really fine old Manzanilla sherries produced by this bodega Barbadillo. And the sherries have then been aromatized with lots of different aromats, things like wormwood and cassia bark and elderberry, rosemary, lots of fragrances added to this for a typical vermouth style. On the nose, loads and loads of caramel and toffee. Speaks of the kind of age of this, the long wood aging, delightful nose. Then on the palate, well, as well as that very kind of exotic spice and floral and herbal character, which is lovely, it has a real bitterness in the finish, a real blast of that kind of bitters that people really look for in something like a Negroni cocktail, for example. But you know, I think this is possibly too good to mix in a cocktail. Just sip it on its own as a wine with ice if you like, and it's absolutely delicious, very grown up, very dark, very complex, and a cracking take on a vermouth made from the Manzanilla sherry by Barbadillo, and on sale for about £15 for the 50cl bottle. It's my second recommendation, and it's a cracker. On to wine number 3 of my sweet fortified wines for Christmas 2022. And I've turned to port, one of my favourite houses, the house of Quinta de Noval. And this is their unfiltered late bottled vintage port 2016, selling for around about £20 from a whole range of suppliers, including Ocado. But I'll put the list again at the end of the video. So Noval make their late bottled vintage port very much like they make their vintage port, but instead of spending only 2 years in barrels, it spends 5 years. And that means that once the wine is released, like this 2016, it's kind of ready to go from the off. There's no need to age it further. Though being an unfiltered wine, it will age better than a lot of LBVs. In this case, a beautiful, dark, vivid purple colour on the nose. Well, so much deep black fruit and chocolate and mint. Lots of spices here too, and something that's a little bit kind of ashy and tobacco and mineral, which I think is really intriguing. Then on the palate, just beautifully pitched. Such a sumptuous depth of fruit, such lovely sweetness, but a firmness too, a kind of little bit of backbone of acid and tannin, that long barrel aging that gives it a kind of structured, savoury appeal as well as that sweetness. What a banker for a Christmas pudding this would be, or mince pies. Price, as I say, about £20, £25, depending on the supplier. If you can stretch to the Noval 20-year-old tawny port, you get a different beast, tawny in colour, so delicious, so nutty and mellow and rich and ripe. A fantastic wine too, but you're going to pay around £30 for a half bottle of that, 55 or so for a full one. That is my third and last fortified wine for Christmas 2022.